No, don't touch them.
Okay. Why are they illegal?
Well, because remember that fabric that they made in India and all the skirts and everything went up in fire?
Uh-huh.
I am flammable.
Short film, first short film discussion on the channel. There's a lot of these on YouTube, majority of them are shit, but the ones that really try, like this one here, was something I wanted to talk about. Well, Opal counts too, I guess, technically, that's a short film. Alright, so I lied. Second short film discussion. First live action one, yeah, we're gonna go with that. The Court Jester was released a little over a week ago by this point, or whenever this comes out. It's a little film, about 10 minutes long, focusing on an interaction between an overweight studio producer and Richard Simmons, played by Pauly Shore. I'm sure word got around a while back about Pauly playing the enigmatic high-energy fitness coach, and also the news of Richard's apparent disapproval of it, and I'm putting that in quotes because the most he said is that he hasn't given his permission about this project. And also, this short film is a bit of a teaser for an actual feature-length biopic, which is set to star Pauly Shore as well. For the time being, I think a short film is fine, but if they are planning to do a full motion picture, then getting approval might be the more ethical thing to do first, but we're just going to talk about the short for now because I found this to be delightfully wholesome and sweet. The Court Jester is directed by Jake Lewis with the leads Jesse Heiman as the producer, and of course Pauly Shore as Mr. Simmons. And if the name Jesse Heiman rings a bell, or if you feel like you might have seen him somewhere before, you definitely have. Maybe this will jog your memory.
My name is Jesse Heiman. I'm 41 years old from Los Angeles, California, and I'm known as the world's greatest extra. I am a big name in background acting. I've been working for 19 years in over 150 projects.
So, let's hope this might be the push to get him into really starring in movies from now on, because that'd be one hell of an arc. I think he did really well here. If this ends up working out for him, imagine that story. From mainly being this full-time extra into being a supporting actor, or hell, maybe even a lead in his own feature film someday. But honestly, probably the most important character here besides Richard himself is the soundtrack. The main theme was written by the director alongside Eric Scullin. I love the contrast of this ethereal, almost angelic sounding ambience with the temptation of the donut compared to the energy that Richard has on stage. A part of that made me think how it lends itself into stating the difference between what Simmons is promoting versus the reality of what the real life struggle is for someone similar to the producer. And if you remove the dialogue entirely from this film and just had the music, I think it'll tell you the whole story of the message it's trying to portray here, and I think that's really well done. It's incredible. So let's address the biggest question I'm sure everyone was asking the first time this was announced. How was Pauly as Richard Simmons?
And number 2, lower your calories and watch your portions. And number 3, move those buns!
Number 2, lower your calories and watch your portions. And number 1, move those buns!
Honestly, he got the energy down spot on. Say what you will about Pauly and his acting career. His style of comedy can be summed up to, like, if you like it, you love him. And if you don't, you probably hate him. I'm 25, so I didn't grow up with seeing Encino Man or Son-in-Law. No, first I heard of him was when he played Bobby Zimmerowski in the Goofy movies. Remember those? You better. Those were gold, baby. I had them on VHS. Was. And of course, we cannot forget about his delightful voice work in that Russian Pinocchio remake a couple years back.
Let's go, Tybalt! Great adventures await!
But you can definitely tell Pauly was giving his all here. Of course, that's contributed in part by the, director, but having that chaotic energy that Richard Simmons is known for was a perfect fit for someone like Pauly Shore. Does this mean he's a fantastic actor now? I don't know. But I will say that he does great here. His natural bombastic delivery is a great fit for someone like a fitness coach. And of course, we can't forget about the #1 extra of Hollywood. Now granted, Jesse doesn't have too many lines in the short, but I'll say that he does a great job of conveying his emotional state through his body language, just the way he stands around set and how he stares at that donut. I think my favorite moment was when he decided to go for the carrot instead of the rainbow sprinkled pastry. It's like you can see it in his posture. He made the right decision health-wise to go for that carrot, but he looked so defeated about it. Everything about him was saying that I'm making this decision that in my head is best for me now. But in the end, like, will it even matter? And that's where Simmons comes in. Their exchange when they finally meet is definitely the heart of this short film, and that really made me want to have a little discussion about it. it. I'm not gonna comment on the message itself so much that for Jesse's character, it was a matter of him hearing that he should love himself above everything else. And when it comes to Richard Simmons as the icon of wellness coaches during the heyday of home fitness videos, that's really the biggest statement that Simmons tried to convey in his work. It wasn't so much in following a strict regimen and diet or following a workout plan. It was about losing weight and having fun, but more importantly, learning to love yourself along the way. Do I think this would work out if it was fleshed into a full-length film? I don't know really. I think what Jake Lewis and his team did here really captures some of the best qualities of Richard Simmons and his relationship with the average viewer of his work. Spreading that out into 90 minutes or longer I think could go either way. Either it's spread too thin or it could be a smash success. Imagine Pauly being nominated for Best Lead. Now that's an arc. Anyways, as it stands, I think The Court Jester is wholesome as fuck, and if you haven't seen it, I'll be linking the vid in the comments below, and if you already have, come back and let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you guys for watching. Socials below. Hope the first month of the new year has been a good start for you guys. Take care.